Good morning, it's breetheblueimp here, gaming with the baby, and today we're playing Minecraft. I just rolled out of bed. My voice is crusty, and we're in the, wow, what world is this? What's it called? Gaming with family. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're in the gaming with family world. I'm gonna wait for my voice to warm up a little bit before I continue the story of how me and the husband met romantically. What was that? I think I was up to like the 4th of July party, but anyway, I'm gonna talk about how my morning went this morning. I won't say any names because they're right next to me, but I think you guys know who I'm talking about. I was very upset that I refused to give the Bobbi milk because I kind of made a rule that I can't give her Bobbi milk past 9 a.m. because I am just so tired by that point. Very, very, very upset, very disappointed in mother. But anyways, she finished, well, you know, I changed the diaper and all that, still very upset, very crying. Very crying? Yep, those are words. But anyway, very upset, very crying. So, rolled out of bed, changed her diaper, made her breakfast, and finally calmed down and realized, oh, I'm still getting food, it's just not the food. Oh! Not the food she wanted right that second. Thank you for waiting so politely, Spider, because you totally could have knocked me off the roof. Speaking of, I don't know why I'm doing this at night. I could just, oh! I could have used my axe. Apparently it's good at killing spiders. But anyways. Yeah, so that happened. Now she's very happy. She's watching Bluey with a plate full of snacks. I just got a reminder that, hey, just because you're not getting the food you're used to doesn't mean I'm not going to feed you. I will always feed you, sweetheart. Yes, that's what I told her. My voice sounds a little bit less crusty. I think I'm going to give it to like 5 minutes before I start retelling the tale. The tale of oldest time. I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyways, let's continue tearing apart this behemoth of a building. We made pretty darn... I don't know. I'm looking at it now. I don't feel like I made a lot of progress. Oh, because how long was I playing yesterday? Like 2 hours, felt like, maybe? And it's still got so much to do. Oh, boy. At least I can reuse these pieces. I don't think I can reuse the pink parts for what I want to build. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Let's pick up all these parts. You know, I might as well just work through the night. It's not like anything too much is popping up here. Alright, and I'm gonna need sheer... Oh! It's the spider! Oh, God! I have an infestation. They're in the house! They're on the ceiling! Be gone! Ooh. Nice. This axe is quite handy against... Why did I get rid of the window? That leads to my bedroom. Of all windows to get rid of. I wanted to get rid of that one. Oh, I can reach from here. Okay, cool. That actually makes things a bit easier, at least with getting rid of these pillars. Chap, chap. I just gotta remember I don't... Wow, words are failing me horribly. Gotta make sure I don't break this axe. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, we said it. Fabulous. Alright, how much can I reach from here? Can't reach that, sadly. Man, that sucks. Would have saved me so much trouble. There's a zombie over there. And get that. Can I get the lantern? I can, I guess. Do I need something else to break the lantern? Why is the lantern so sturdy? Okay. Hey! Gee! No! Go away, good zombie. I mean, I knew he was going to come and get me, but I wasn't expecting him to be all up in my face. Oh, why did I get rid of the windows, period? Shouldn't have got rid of the windows, because now I got these guys popping in and out. I really should just go to sleep and wake back up. That way so creepers don't show up. Am I going to? No. I'm going to do everything the hard way like we always do, because that's what imps do best. We're stubborn little boogers. Ha-ha. You do not immediately follow authority. We just prefer doing things the hard way initially to see if it works. I'm making up imp personality traits as I go. You can be whatever kind of imp you want to be. Why? Because imps do whatever the heck they want. Yeah, as long as we're not harming others. Intentionally. I mean, if it happens by accident, then I'm so sorry. But we imps are not inherently evil. We are just a bit mischievous. My goodness, that is a tall tower. But why every time I see an Enderman, I was like, I must look at him directly, and then I panic. Oh, there's experience down there. Although I don't really need experience because I could just go to the husband's. Oh, I can't go to the guardian farm and the husband's not there because he put the tridents in, which means experience will only appear when he's nearby. He's not. Oh, I could also just log into his computer, but I don't know where he left his character. I don't want to log in and he's in the middle of a battle. I don't, middle of a fight, and then I get him killed because I wasn't prepared to fight. You guys have seen me in a fight. It's not great. So I can't just go on his computer and do things. Bummer. I mean, it's not like he's got a what does he? He does have a password, but I know all his passwords. It's when shooting. Well, I mean, I won't not necessarily say. I don't know. I feel like partners should know each other's phones' passcodes, but I also feel like partners shouldn't snoop in each other's phones. Does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense. Like, the passcode is just, hey, I trust you, and I want you to trust me, so here's my passcode. Oh, I missed. But I also expect you to respect my privacy and not snoop through my phone without asking. So, yeah. I've never once asked to snoop through his phone. I'm like, nope, I trust you. There's no need. And if I felt the need to go through your phone, then that would just mean I didn't trust you. Have I gone onto his phone without asking him? Yeah, I was like, I think I went in one time to try to delete a picture because I'd accidentally sent him a picture of my wedding dress. I made it before the wedding. He wasn't supposed to see that. And he's like, I already saw it, babe. And I was like, dang it. Was that a creep? No. Why? Hold on. Let me switch to my sword. Okay, cool. It's dead. That was the only time. But I mean, no, actually, he knew. I asked him, could you hand me your phone? He's like, okay. And then I was going in the messages. He's like, I already saw the dress. And I was like, dang it! Because I was trying to send him a picture of a different outfit I made. But you know how you can have, like, your image previews up, like, in tiny images at the bottom? I didn't realize that was it when I took the screenshot and sent it to him. Why didn't I just send him the image? Why I took a screenshot and then sent him the image? I don't know. That was very stupid. But, yeah, so he got a sneak peek at the wedding dress. Which was gold, by the way. Did I already mention I made it myself? Yes, I did. I want to remake it because I'm a lot better at making dresses now. Oh, did I say that if you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Post videos like this every single day. 9 a.m. Eastern time. Yep. It's always Minecraft 9 in the morning. At least that's what the plan is, to always do Minecraft 9 in the morning. And then some days, 3 p.m. I think I'm going to do weekends, 3 p.m. It'll be a different game. But we're still working on the 3 p.m. part. Woo! My axe is about to die! That's the Silk Touch one. Don't need that until we do the windows. Gonna switch to that. Okay, cool. Alright, I wonder if this will be enough axes to do the whole building. I don't know. We shall see, children. We shall see. Alright, what was I talking about? Okay, I went to the husband's 4th of July party, which was very chill. Yesterday I was all into the story. Now I'm like, I don't feel like retelling it. But yeah, went to the 4th of July party, and, we hit it up, went to his room, and we just made out. We didn't actually have sex or anything. I mean, I kind of wanted to, because he's made me feel super safe. So naturally, when I feel super safe, I got super freaking horny. I was like, oh, I would like to jump this man's bones. And he's like, I think we should wait. I'm like, oh, my soul has left my body. What do you mean? It's been 4 years, sir. I was a little upset, but he was like, no, we just be patient with this a little bit, because he didn't want to hurt me, which I really appreciate. That's just too much information. I don't know. But anyways, what happened after that 4th of July party went well, met the roommates and whatnot, one of which still lives with us. The other one has since moved out. Thank goodness I don't like him. And we now only have female roommates, which is fabulous, because now I feel much safer in the house, and also know that Bobbi is safe because I trust these women. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So after the 4th of July party, I don't remember what date we had after that, but so we started dating regularly. Most of our dates were at his house by my request, because I was like, listen, sir, I'm gonna get handsy and I'm gonna get horny. I'd rather that not happen at a park or a place where there's gonna be people or children, okay? Because and he's like, yeah, sure, I'm fine. And plus, our dates would be the entire day. Our dates were insanely long. He'd pick me up at like 12 p.m. and I'd usually stay the night. Or if I had work, I would leave like 8 p.m. So long dates where we got tons of talking down and just hanging out and, just getting to know each other. We talked about whether or not we wanted kids, what we wanted for our futures, and we both were like, yeah, we don't want to work a job forever. Our goal's always been to like start a business, because the job is that's not what we wanted to do. No, I broke the axe. Anyway, a job is not what we want to do for the rest of our lives. We like to start a business of whatever that may be. And then I think he finally did meet my, no, he still hadn't met my mom. Oh my gosh. This is still like about a month in. He still hadn't met my mom. And I told my mom a bit about him, like how much I liked him and whatnot. And just what felt like very out of the blue, she was like, I can see him being my son-in-law. And I just busted out laughing. I was like, at no point did I, it's been a month. And at no point did I ever even mention marriage. Anyway, I thought that was like really funny that she said that. So I said that to him, and I was like, my mom's just out of the blue said I could see him being a son-in-law, and he chuckled and thought it was amusing. And I think I brought it up like more than once. I want to say I brought it up at least twice because it was just so hilarious. So I was like, Mom, what? I just said I like him. I didn't say that I could see this man rearing my children. Anyways, so like the second time I brought it up, because again, I thought it was funny. I wasn't even thinking of marriage at that point. Again, we'd only known each other a month. Then he said, I brought it again. He said, well, would you want to marry me? And I was like, I'll get back to you that in like a day or two. Apparently, when I told him that, he thought that was just me politely saying no. So, when like a day or two went by, and I like went home, really thought about it. It's like, okay, pros and cons. I like this about him. This thing bothers me a little bit, but the pros far outweigh the cons. So the cons were just like, because I grew up in a like non-cursing family, so one of the cons was he uses swear words. I'm like, okay, that's really not the end of the world. Yeah, the cons were just like, and the thing, he also like smokes cigarettes, but like he doesn't smoke them in the house, so. Yeah, and he also makes a point of changing his shirt, brushing his teeth, and putting on cologne every time he smokes a cigarette, so I wouldn't have to breathe that in, and I'm like, all right, so it's really not a problem. The cons were very minor. Not really cons? Can I walk on the door? Oh, I can! I don't know why I thought it was going to fall through. But anyway, so a day or two, we were hanging out in his room, as per usual, as the dates that I prefer, because I also don't like spending money on eating out, so we would get something and then bring it home to cook, which I enjoyed. I liked. He could also cook. So I'm like, ooh, delicious. Anyways, so I told him, say, you know, I would like to marry you. And he just froze, just staring at me. He froze long enough. And this is, mind you, this is a man that always has like a comeback or something to say. Very quick thinking, quick on his feet with that. So that's another reason why I really liked him. Because I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to meet another man like this. Ever. And if I do, it'll probably be by the time I'm 90. So I'm going to snatch this one up now. It's one of the good ones. But anyway, he just froze, staring at me long enough that I was like, was that not the, I was about to feel embarrassed. I was like, was that not the answer you wanted? And he was like, it was. I just need to think. And I was like, oh, okay. So in my mind, it read as, he wanted a yes. He just really wasn't expecting a yes. Yeah, so then after that, I did get like a real proposal. We didn't, obviously he wasn't expecting this, so he didn't have the rings ready. So we did also kind of pick out the rings together, which was fun. I didn't get like your typical diamond ring, which nothing wrong if you like diamond rings. They're just not my thing. So I told him, well, actually first, the real proposal, he did like get down on one knee and then hand me a ring that he had in his room. It was like this silver swirly ring. I still have it because I'm like, this was the first proposal ring. Why do I have zombie flesh? Just gonna put that away. Anyways, this axe is about to break too. Do I have more? But yeah, so he did get down on one knee and then hand me the swirly ring, put it in my hand, do the whole I do. I'm all grinning over here thinking about it. Oh gosh, my axes are broken. Sharp as fortune. I don't really need it to be fortune. I have fortune axes. Ooh, that's a good one. We'll start with that one. Now I can't jump over. I gotta go around. But anyways, yeah. So that was the proposal, and gave me the ring, and then it was great, and then so we were engaged a month after meeting each other. Was that too fast? Probably. Well, actually, no, it wasn't, because I mean, I knew what I wanted, he knew what he wanted, and so we were like, all right. Plus, our dates were like 10 hours. Well, our dates were super long. So, I mean, we got tons of talking and we connected like so much. My gosh. was a little scary at times how much we like got along, or how we saw so many things very similar, but not so similar that we felt like the same exact person. You know, there was still enough difference to make it exciting, but enough similarities to make it work. So yeah. Bluey's just distracting me because I started a song. For some reason, every time my song starts playing, I'm just like, huh? My brain starts tuning into that. I gotta make sure I don't blow up this axe. Yeah, so, what happened after that? Oh, yeah, so after the proposal, then he finally met my mom. When I was like, well, I'm engaged. And, then he, like, politely, way after the fact, asked her, may I, have your daughter? And she said, no! And we busted out laughing, because we're like, yeah, no, I'm kidding. She said she was joking. But yeah, so then she'd met him after, he'd proposed. Ooh, so the rings, I'm gonna post a picture of my rings on, probably my other channel, She's a Bree. But anyways, yeah, so we found this site that had, pretty unique looking engagement rings, and I knew I wanted something blue, because I've been obsessed with, like, a certain type of, I can't remember the name of the blue, but I've been obsessed with this color blue for, like, over a year. Well, and now at this point, it's been multiple years, so I think it is my favorite color. Normally, my favorite colors change, but this one has been pretty consistent. Anyways, yeah, so I picked out 3 blue rings. There's one I definitely liked more, but I didn't tell him that. I just picked out 3 blue rings, so it's like, okay, surprise me with one of these. And, he did. So, he ordered the ring. Oh, and the one I picked out for him was, like, we wanted a matching blue ring, but all the matching male blue rings looked really boring. So we ended up getting him this red one, which is really cool. I don't know. I think I like it more that he's red and I'm blue. And then I kind of jokingly say Bobbi is purple, that's kind of how our imp colors came to be. I'll tell you how the imps came to be in another video. Probably not the next one, but in another video I'll talk about how the imps came to be. Yeah, so, the ring he picked out happened to be the one that I actually liked the most, so I'm very happy about that. I could have told him just get me that one, but I wanted to be somewhat surprised. And for a while, I didn't wear the ring, I just wore it around my neck, because it just felt weird, and I'm not used to wearing rings. At this point, I've been wearing the ring long enough that I feel naked when I don't have it. I'm like, where's my ring? Because I'll take it off if I'm doing dishes or taking a shower, and then sometimes I forget to put it back on, but not often, and it's only like for a few seconds or minutes. Should I sleep? I feel like I should sleep. I don't know. But, yeah. So that's how we met. We got together. And then, so, we got engaged. Oh, I need to put torches back down. I just realized all the things are going to start spawning in. So we got engaged a month after meeting. Pretty much, I was going through my photos when it's like, oh, wow, it was only a month. But, yes, we got engaged a month after meeting, which was, like, we met at the end of June, so it was July. Anyway, our wedding was planned for September. I'd originally wanted to do October because spooky month, but he had a family member that their wedding was also in October, so it's like I don't want to step on anyone's toes, so I just didn't book it for October. Even though October's really what I wanted because a Halloween-themed wedding would have been so cool. But anyways, book our wedding. So we. June, July, so July, so August. Okay, that was moving fast, but yeah, so, wedding was coming up quick, and I was like, we could just do a courthouse wedding. And he's like, okay, we could do a courthouse wedding, and then after party in the backyard. I was like, yeah, sure, and then somehow he convinced me that we'll do a whole wedding in the back. We were originally going to do the backyard, but then the weather got really wet, so we weren't able to do, which ended up being better. We ended up doing the wedding in the front yard, and at the time, he worked for an event company that he asked, hey, I'm getting married, can I have these days off, and you mind if I borrow some equipment? And the guys were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And I'm like, neat! So we got to borrow, like, these professional tents and stuff, and again, since his whole job was setting up events, he set up a really nice wedding. You know what, I should post pictures of it on my side channel, too. So if anyone's interested, Cheesy Brie, I'm gonna post probably the wedding pictures. The ones that just show me and him, though, I'm gonna try not to show too many family members because I didn't get everyone's permission to be posting them on the internet. I mean, you could also find the pictures on my Facebook way back when, but I mean, you'd have to find my name. I mean, I don't really hide my face. Actually, if you go to my Instagram, I'm pretty sure my Instagram links to my Facebook, so it's not hidden. It's just not super duper advertised. Anyways, yeah, I think I'll post wedding pictures on, make a little wedding video, just me and the hubs. I have so many things I want to put on my She's a Brie channel, and I've only put one video of a bee pollinating a flower. But yeah, so, him calling his family members and say, hey, I'm getting married, and then hanging up was really funny. Because he would just call a family member up and be like, hey, and they're like, hey, and it's like, hey, it's Rob, it's been a minute. He's like, yeah. It's like, I'm getting married. They're like, what? Well, congratulations. It's like, thanks, bye. I'm like, see, that's not how you told me we were getting married. I mean, I only told my siblings and my mom because at the time I wasn't talking to my dad. Long story about that. But I wasn't really close with the rest of my family, and I'm like, I'm not inviting anyone I'm not close to. So yeah, I only want people I'm very close to at my wedding. A certain family, I won't say who, in case they ever see this video, which they probably won't. But anyway, certain family members were definitely mad that I didn't invite them, and I'm like, I haven't spoken to you in years. Why are you getting offended, alright? Don't take it personally and invite you to the biggest. If you're not there for the little moments in my life, why would I invite you to the biggest moment in my life? You know, that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to other people, but I'm like, no. The people who feel like, oh, you're getting married, I should be. I'm like, why? You don't call to be like, hey, how you doing? And the amount of times I've been depressed and suicidal, you didn't check in then. So yeah, I come to the happiest day of my life. One of the happiest days. The others, well, I mean, actually, no, having Bobbi was really traumatic. But when she was actually here, it was a pretty. I don't know. I can't really say what day was the happiest day of my life because there's so many ups and downs in both days. So I don't know. I would say the wedding was definitely more just happiness and no other incredibly powerful emotions. And the vows part, I like that part because his one of his family members like officiated and all that, but it was over a Zoom call because he couldn't actually make it, so that was cool. But anyways, I should pick up all these chunks before they despawn. They asked me and I want to write my vows. I'm like, no, stage right. I'm not doing a speech, and if I do a speech, it'll just be to the husband himself and not in front of a crowd. Don't need to tell a bunch of people all my itty bitty gritty feelings and how much this man makes me super horny, makes me want to chop his bones. Anyway, get a little off topic here. One of the things I actually said, you may now kiss your bride or you may now kiss your husband. I was like, that one. I want that one. So we went with that one because I wanted it. Oh, my bachelorette party was a lot of fun. Originally I had wanted to go roller skating, but there was like it wasn't a huge bachelorette party. It was just me and it was a few people. It was his sister, one of my sisters that could make it, my friend, and my new sister-in-law. Yes, Bobbi? So that's who was there at the bachelorette party. So, I didn't feel the need to reserve anything because it was only like a handful of people. But yeah, we were originally going to go roller skating, but the rink was already reserved for someone else. So that was a bit disappointing. So we ended up going bowling instead, which I've never gone bowling before, so that was fun. But I also had my nails done for the wedding, so I couldn't bowl properly. I was throwing the ball like, granny style with 2 hands and kind of like give it a swing and then toss it. So that's how I bowled. It was a fun bachelorette party. I feel like bowling was cool. We got wings and stuff. It was great. I loved it. And we went to the arcade. I mean, I don't have those pictures of me at the arcade. I need to get those from my sister-in-law again. If she still has them. I hope she does. But anyways, yeah, it was a blast. And then, the wedding went great. Oh, and I did a potluck wedding. Because, again, this was a very short notice wedding. Sure, I could have prolonged it and, done it years later. But I'm like, let's get hitched now. Need to claim you, man. I'm be honest, that was my main reason for marrying him. It's like, no. Because I could tell that, I don't know, I feel like he didn't think I was serious initially when we were dating, that I was like, yep, this is mine. So I felt like the only way I could prove to him that it's like, no, I want you and only you until I'm dead, was to marry him, which is, kind of supposed to be what you do when you're marrying someone. Is, you want them and just them. But anyways, yeah, so at the wedding, the whole you may kiss your husband and I have the video done grabbed his face. I might not post that one because there's too many other family members in the shop, but yeah, I grabbed his face and kissed. Oh, also when we put each other's rings on was hilarious because when we first got his ring, it fit perfectly fine, but then for some reason on the wedding day it didn't really want to fit. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just have to stealthy put it on. I shoved it on his finger. I thought I was being discreet about it, but in the video, you see me grab his wrist and just ram the ring on his finger. So I'm like, we get married, you gonna be mine. Watching back, it's hilarious. He even chuckles and he's like, dang, okay, she really wanted me. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is fun reminiscing. You guys enjoying yourself. Wow, it's been 25 minutes. Yeah, so we met. That's when we got married, and then within a year of us being married, we started a business, a handyman business actually, because I was begging him to quit his job because I'm like, okay, they don't pay you what you're worth, and also I've seen what you can do. You're a really good handyman, and we don't have a lot of good handyman in this where we live. So yeah, so we quit and started a handyman business together. Is that insane? Probably. Do I care? No, because it worked out. It worked out pretty well. I'm very happy with our current line in life. But you know, as the saying goes, you'd have more than one fallback, you know. So we are starting various other businesses and seeing which one sticks. Right now, our current one is like the handyman one. It's doing pretty good, but we want more because why not? Why settle, you know? Let's keep striving. We got each other's back, so, you know, let's keep going for greatness. Yeah, and then, let's see. Yeah, not long after that, I get pregnant. I made sure. This was very intentional. Bobbi was, I could tell this to her face when she's older. You were definitely not an accident. I very much wanted a baby. Woo, he was working for it. But anyways, then I was all shocked when I got pregnant. He's like, what did you think was gonna happen? I was like, I don't know. I didn't think it was, been working so hard, I didn't think it was gonna happen. And then Bobbi girl was, oh yeah, while I was pregnant with her, I realized that I wouldn't be able to continue with my channel as it was, which was like doing artsy stuff every day, because for some reason while I was pregnant, I just had no creative drive, and you know, I was also tired and all that. So I say for some reason, we all know pregnancy takes up a chunk of your brain. But I was like, you know what? I've had more than one of my siblings tell me I should start a gaming channel. And I was like, you know what? I do want to play games. So got a gaming computer, using my savings to get a little secondhand gaming computer. Still procrastinated forever, and husband bought me the recording software that I would need. Still procrastinated forever, and then I finally started. And if you guys go back and watch my oldest videos, which is Path of Exile, you could hear the confidence difference in my voice. I sounded very unsure. I wasn't quite as good at using my voice as I am now. Definitely wasn't as loud. Well, I wasn't as loud because at the time Bobbi was a newborn, and I only played when she was asleep in my lap. Which was cute, so I talked quietly because of that. And then, I was, for some reason, trying to play when she wouldn't be loud as she got older. And then Rob was like, you call it gaming with the baby. Lean into that. It's like, yeah, that's a good point. So, started leaning into that a lot more as the games went on. And now she's super quiet because we've been watching Bluey. She probably watched it. Wow, she is in it. She loves this show. She'll probably find something more educational. I mean, Bluey's educational, but, you know, there's, like, more educational stuff she could watch. Actually, leave some educational suggestions in the comments below, because I'm running out of show ideas. I'm going to have to go through a list of everything I watched as a kid. My inventory's full, that's why that's not working. Okay. Do I have any chests that are kind of empty? Oh. Oh, cool. Now, no, that's control. That's why that's not going. Okay, put that down. We're just gonna throw everything in here for now, because I don't feel like being careful. String. I don't need all that. String of the glass. Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's how we met. That's where we're going, and that's what's happening. We decided the gaming channel because, you know, I was like, why not? I mean, I'm at home with the baby, but I'm used to working and doing stuff because, I mean, obviously, you know, when we met, I was still working regular job, but then as we got together, I was working with him on the handyman jobs. Then it went from that to not being able to physically lift things as I got more and more progress. And then, you know, after that, baby was born, so we got to be home with her. At least until she's old enough to go on jobs with us. So I was like, I need to do something, or I'm going to go insane. I have to have, like, my own little thing. So gaming it is. And, you know, hopefully we get somewhere with this. I mean, I don't expect this channel to be, like, massive, but it'd be cool if it got big enough where I could help pay the bills. Pretty much. It's the dream. It's the wee dream. And, you know, to eventually get our own place where we don't have to have roommates, which would be fabulous, because then, you know, like, I could have a giant craft room. And I guess part of the craft room would be, like, my own recording room, and then Bobbi could have a bedroom, and, you know, it'd just be nice to have our own place. Though if I want to walk around naked, I could also do that, too. But yeah, so that's the hope. We're going to continue the channel. I also just really like gaming, and then it's really cool the community we've built. You know, everyone's so nice. I like that. Everyone's so friendly. I need to shout out more people because there's definitely more people that need to be shouted out. Oh, yep, let's go to sleep. You mean monsters aren't nearby? What do you mean? All right, is anything gonna get me? Well, probably, but they're all burning. Hopefully. Oh, y'all saw that. But anyway, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Oh, he's trying to get me to look at him. You slim biscuit. Oh, they're burning. Wonderful. I want to thank everyone so much for watching, listening, or however you digest my content. And remember to share this video with everyone you know, love, and hate. Watch those bubblicious, beautiful, bountiful butt cheeks, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you, smoochies. Okay, bye-bye now.